So talking about adoption and race with your adopted child or with your adopted parents is a vital need that is often denied. And if you can't talk about adoption in your own culture or race or ethnicity with your own family, then it's just kind of alienating you even further. And what I wanted to get across in this video, the basis of it is what is important to you as a parent, a foster parent, or an adopted parent may be grossly or greatly different than what's important to your child, especially if you're a white parent and your child is of a different race or culture. So I heard a quote that talking about adoption and race is like having the sex talk, but it's very awkward, maybe for you, but it's very required. It's a need. It is very important to have an open dialogue within your family. And it may not be important to you. It may seem like, oh, this doesn't seem like it makes much sense. And it could be life-altering for an adopted child. So learning how to ask open-ended questions and listen, that is very, very important, because you may think you're talking about it and you're open and you're creating this bonding with your child, and it could be microaggressive, and little small jokes could be very, very highly offensive. So learning to ask open-ended questions and listen is very important. Maybe recording your conversation with your child. Learning how to acknowledge and validate a child's inner world is a skill. So this can help with identity issues, race issues, self-esteem issues, all these kind of questions that an adopted child may likely have that you may not even know about. And some great books are, I love this book. It's helped me a lot with my 2-year-old. Just learning how to validate, and especially at the hard times when he has like crazy emotions, learning how to acknowledge the situation, what he's experiencing, try to get a little deeper. It can be life-altering and build very strong connections and bonds. And it's a skill. It's not easy, but it is very important. 20 things adopted kids wish their adopted parents knew. This was a game changer for me as well. I recommend that all adopted parents read it. It is pretty eye-opening, and if you can apply these in your life. What happened? Okay, just a second. My kid needs me, so I gotta be quick. It takes more than love, so this can be very, very helpful. And if you're a Christian, this is a Christian book. This is great on race issues. I just wanted to say, be honest, because lying, and there's a lot of often like hiding and lies with race, and oh, if I just tell them we don't see color, that's gonna help. Or if I don't bring up the race issue, or if I don't say anything, they're just gonna figure it out on their own. I'm just here to tell you that that is extremely damaging. It doesn't help at all. And if you want to support your child's race and culture, research their culture, talk to other people in the same cultures, get them around the same race and people that they feel that they tell you that they connect with and that they feel, like they can be friends with or talk to or have an open conversation with. You can tell them you don't know how to help them with their race, and even that is helpful, because that shows that you're trying to support them. If you don't have friends of the same color race that they are, if you're white and you maybe adopted a black kid and you have no other black friends or anything like that, that's extremely damaging. And I can tell you, I'm speaking from experience. My parents were white and they had no other friends of other ethnicities. We lived in an all-white neighborhood. And if your child is the only race or type of culture in your neighborhood, that is extremely damaging. Even though it may be important to you and you're like, we live in a safe, great neighborhood, it may not be safe for them. There is no substitution for racial community. This is racial identity. This is mirroring your genetics. This is the child's well-being is in that racial community. There is absolutely no substitution for getting your kid around other similar races and cultures. So there's no debate. You cannot say, oh, well, I really like my neighborhood. It's all white people and my kid's black and he's got it way better than he could have ever. No, it's like, if you are not willing to live in an all black neighborhood or an all Asian neighborhood or all Latino neighborhood for a month and to support your child, if that's not okay to you, then you have to ask yourself why, because that's what they're living in an all white neighborhood. Even though it may be more money, even though it may be safer to you, it's very similar. You have to look at, if roles were flipped, how would you feel? So yeah, just ways that you may not understand: identity, self-esteem, self-image, roots, the way they feel connected to their origins. It is very, very, very critical for growth. Roots connected to your origin or the place of birth can be life-altering if you can take them to that place. And just having open conversations, like I say in all my videos, please do your research. You know, don't even listen to me, listen to other adoptees, listen to other transracial adoptees, listen to what we're saying. And I know it's hard because a lot of people think we're ungrateful, but if you see us as grieving children, which we are because of the loss, then it might be easier to listen to us, because most of us were abandoned and then told to be grateful when we lost our mother and have no access to our birth certificates, no access to family pictures, family records, health records, stuff like that. It is very, very damaging to a lot of adoptees to look at us as ungrateful. So if you're an adoptee, you're very appreciated. I appreciate you watching this video. If you're an adopted parent, thank you for watching my videos. I hope I helped you.